Okay, let's dive into one of the biggest questions facing our schools today. What's the deal with artificial intelligence? It's a topic that's packed with incredible promise, but also some pretty serious risks. So let's break down how we can strike the right balance.
First things first, this isn't science fiction anymore, and it's definitely not something way off in the future. AI is already here, it's in our classrooms, and we are at a huge inflection point where the choices we make right now are going to shape education for generations to come.
I mean, just think about the tools schools are using every single day. You've got software that helps students with their writing, platforms that help teachers plan lessons. AI capabilities are just getting baked into the technology that our schools run on. It's quickly becoming the new normal. And this quote from Dr. Russell Schilling really gets to the heart of the matter. A recent report from the U.S. Department of Education makes it crystal clear. We are at a crossroads. The choices we make right now about how we use this tech will have massive consequences. It's going to determine whether AI becomes a tool for equity or a force that just makes the existing achievement gaps even wider. So, what's the big opportunity here? What's got everyone so excited? Well, for starters, it's about making teaching a more sustainable profession by tackling one of the biggest problems teachers have. There's just never enough time. Now get this, take a look at a teacher's average 50-hour work week. Only about half of that time, just 49%, is actually spent interacting with students. The rest? It gets eaten up by lesson prep, grading, and all sorts of administrative tasks. That's more than half their week spent on work that isn't directly teaching kids. And this is where the promise of AI really shines. It could act like a powerful personal assistant for every single teacher, automating all that tedious but necessary work. Imagine an AI handling the paperwork, helping draft emails to parents, or giving students homework support after hours. The goal isn't to replace teachers, not at all. It's to free them up to focus on what they do best, building those uniquely human connections that are the absolute heart of learning. But, and this is a big but, for every incredible promise, that Department of Education report highlights a serious peril. And this sets up some really critical tensions that we have to navigate very, very carefully. Okay, tension number one is all about control. We have to find that sweet spot between delegating tasks to an AI and making sure that human educators are always, and I mean always, in the driver's seat when it comes to the big instructional decisions.
Second, there is a super fine line between helpful and, well, crepey. The exact same data that could give a teacher really useful, customized assistance could also be used to monitor them, which would just completely erode trust and their professional autonomy.
And third, you've got this direct conflict between personalization and privacy. If you want to use AI to create really thoughtful, culturally responsive lessons, you need student data. But how do you do that while also protecting student privacy, which is an absolute must? It's a real dilemma. So here's the bottom line. If we're not careful, if we don't manage these tensions properly, we risk building systems that just scale up unfairness. Instead of closing achievement gaps, an unchecked AI could actually bake in existing biases and make those gaps even wider through something called algorithmic discrimination. So how do we get all those amazing benefits without taking on these huge risks? How do we solve for this? Well, the report points to one core guiding principle that really clears things up. And the answer is a principle they call always center educators, or ACE. Simply put, it means always keeping a human in the loop. This isn't about replacing human expertise. It's about designing systems that support and enhance human judgment. Now, for this to actually work, these AI tools can't be a black box. They have to be transparent. The report calls it being inspectable, explainable, and overridable. That means teachers need to be able to look under the hood, see how the AI made a decision, understand its logic, and this is the most important part, have the final say to step in and override the machine. It's also super helpful to remember what an AI model actually is. It's just that, a model. It's a useful approximation of reality, it's great for spotting patterns, but it's never going to be perfect. And it definitely doesn't understand context the way a human teacher does. It's a tool, a powerful one for sure, but it is not an all-knowing oracle. At the end of the day, this whole conversation comes down to one simple word: trust. Building and maintaining the trust of teachers, parents, and students, that is the single most critical factor for success. Without it, none of this works. So, where does this all lead? What are we building toward? The Department of Education's report really drives home one final essential point about the ultimate goal here.
The report firmly, and I mean firmly, rejects the idea that AI could or should ever replace a teacher. The real goal is what's called intelligence augmentation, using AI as a tool to enhance and support the irreplaceable work that human educators do, because they are absolutely essential to learning.
So you see, the future of learning isn't something that's just going to happen to us. AI isn't some unstoppable force of nature. Its role in our schools will be the result of choices that we all make. And that leaves us with a really important question. What future are we going to choose to build for our students? The decisions we start making today will be the answer.